Name me what? Paul. Work where? Essex Fire Service. Quite often, people miss people with hidden disabilities. And there's always an assumption it's somebody else's job. But as a public service provider, it's vitally important within everything we do for everybody in our community. Often those with sensory loss, they miss the information and the way that services are delivered. ECL took Essex Fire and Rescue Service from that to that. Now, I get it and I understand it. Delivering services equally across our communities, it's been a game changer. So ECL were able to invite us to the table of some of the decision makers at county council level. So we sat there as the only emergency service at the time. Over the years, they've helped us with our website, doing audits from lived experience users. And they've actually opened the door to not only like the statutory stuff, the empathetic, the person-centred. It's developed into this wonderful thing of where we have sensory champions now that are trained across the service, that are able to understand and recognise the barriers that exist for people with sensory loss and what was out there to support them. And it turned into a beautiful relationship of where I knew I could pick up the phone to ECL and say, we've got this question come in and how do we enable that to happen? And straight away, they were the credible experts that enabled us to make those decisions based on the information and how we could move forward. I think it was about 2015 and I worked with a young fire cadet, profoundly deaf, Gracie Gilmore. We did 6 short film clips that we released each day over Deaf Awareness Week, and they went viral. And then from them going viral, it led to them being shared nationally and internationally. But what it did, it increased our sensory alarms and people accessing our services by 700%. So we knew there was a community out there. And I would really encourage other organisations to join in the Sensory Alliance network of Essex, becoming sensory champions. And these small changes will open the door to a wider part of our community that before may not have seen you as their service. Yeah, I feel proud of that. We have got others sitting up and taking notice. But as I retire, I suppose my legacy is that I've lit the fire in the belly in my own organisation where accessibility now is not the bolt-on, it's not somebody else's job. Everybody is aware of what we need to be an accessible, successful and great fire service. I think it's finished when? Next week. And that's celebrating sign.